It's time for
DodgerHeads.
high fly ball into right field. Dodgers have won it all in 2020. Shohei Ohtani, 50-50 club. Strikes him out. There's a drive. Shohei Ohtani. Freeman hits the ball. She is gone. Birds of party, Los Angeles. Your Dodgers have won the World Series.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into DodgerHeads Unplugged with Scotty G. It's great to have you in here. It's a possible sweep day. Happy Wednesday. Thank you for joining in. Appreciate everybody. Thank you. What a spot the Dodgers are in. What an absolute gem of a position they have put themselves in, with the chance to send the Philadelphia Phillies, back to Philly without having to play another ball game. The Dodgers are in a very advantageous spot. They're in a position that not many teams have the opportunity to have. When you are the lower seed in a best of five, a 2-2-1 series, 2 on the road, 2 at home, and possible 1 back on the road, the Dodgers are in a spot now where in the current 2-2-1 format, the team that goes on the road and wins the first 2 series have won 16 of 18 times. That's an 88.9% chance, including 12 sweeps. So I wanted to start the show off reminding everyone how good of a spot the Dodgers are in with what they have done and how they have set themselves up for this. I'm very excited about today. I'm very excited. Again, everybody, welcome in. It's good to have you to the tier ones. I see you all in here. Thank you. A couple housekeeping things. If you're tuning in for the first time, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, please hit that sub button, hit those retweets, share this around. It's going to be a good show today. We're going to talk possible lineups here. I don't think that it's out. I don't think that we're out at the moment. So we're going to just make some best guesses here. But we've got some pretty good possible lineup constructions here. The Dodgers against Aaron Nola on the mound today, Yoshinobu Yamamoto for the Dodgers. So the presumptive, the guy, he's the one. Big spots in series before. Yamamoto has done this. We have seen him on the biggest stage. We have seen him perform. So I'm excited what he's going to do tonight. We're going to talk Max Muncy. We're going to talk Will Smith here. But a couple early thoughts from people. Yeah, people saying nerves are kicking up here. Fernando, yeah, I get it. Nerves are definitely kicking up. This is the spot where the Dodgers can, put the foot on the throat, and they can really send the Philadelphia Phillies back home with the same core they've had for years without doing anything. And they're feeling the pressure. You saw Nick Castellanos have some very spirited comments when speaking to reporters following Game 2 about Phillies fans and playing in that environment there. Yeah, there's some stuff going on there. The Dodgers look like exactly what we've seen. We've talked about you provide them with a crack in the door, they're going to break it down. It's just a matter of when. They've got the pedigree to do it. I don't know about you guys, but the notoriety and the positive stuff that's come out in the coverage of the 9th inning defensively with the Dodgers and how kind of the veterans on the Dodgers orchestrated the entire thing. Mookie Betts, Max Muncy. It can't be understated what they've did there and how they salvaged the ball game. But best way to get a hold of me on here, super chats. You want to toss that in, support the channel, support me. I appreciate all of that. Thanks, everybody. We're going to get right into it. We want to talk impact of Will Smith and Max Muncy today. And they're both of them possibly being in the lineup against Aaron Nola today. Will Smith looks like the workload is at a good spot. I believe Dave Roberts and Will Smith both feel that, he's in a place where he can start a ball game. The split between Ben Rortvedt was good, but it was a placeholder for what we know in Will Smith, who is the guy. He is the starter. He's the one who's, been there, done that. And I believe that Will Smith can carry a workload, suitable for this playoff, run. I'm happy about it. And we saw him have the big swing in Game 2. It was the one that was needed. Orion Kirkring, trying to get a kind of a get me over sweeper. And Will Smith jumps on a first pitch, bangs in 2 runs, and that's when you felt the air get sucked out of Citizens Bank Park. So with what Will Smith has provided in postseasons past, he's an insanely valuable piece. I don't care what the overall numbers are. It's about having the one swing in the big spot where you look around across across the field, and those teams don't have those big swings. Will Smith has a bunch of those in the chamber in his past. So with what Will Smith provides and brings to the table on that front, it's almost a no-brainer. It's almost a no-brainer. So with Will Smith here, we're going to look at kind of the history of what he has done against Aaron Nola here. Not a great sample, but Aaron Nola is not in his typical fashion here. Aaron Nola has not had a good year. This is an Aaron Nola that at this current state, during the 2025 season, he finished out with a 6.01 ERA. He went 5-10, didn't have the best end of the year. So his postseason outlook is a peculiar one. I know he had a good start in his final outing against Minnesota. But the chatter surrounding why he's starting the game, I think hinges on if Ranger Suarez is healthy. And I think there's a lot to be made about that. I know that's what I've thought of. That's something I've been gathering. Why has Ranger Suarez not appeared in the game? But we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Just putting little nuggets out there. But Will Smith, Max Muncy. Muncy had a bang double off Yohan Duran. Will Smith had a terrific walk against him in game 2. You look at the AB here for Max Muncy. Yohan Duran goes first pitch splitter, goes second pitch splitter. Muncy sits, sitting back on a 98-mile-an-hour splitter is a different type of thing. Bangs it down the left field line, 101.4. So we're going to see a lineup today that you haven't seen just based on the lefties since the Cincinnati Reds series. So it looks something a little bit like this. I would say that the Dodgers are going to put Ohtani, Mookie, Freddie, Teoscar, Muncy, Pages. No, we're going to put Will Smith in the 6 and then push the rest down. And then I'm going to go Kike, Pages, and Edman. Because I don't think Rojas is healthy. And the name we've got to look out for is Andy Pages. He's the one who hasn't been performing well. I think this postseason he's 1 for 17. But that's the lineup that I'm looking at. And Max Muncy looks good. His at bat against David Robertson, I know he worked a 3-0 count and then chased twice. But Max Muncy looks good in the box. And he's a presence. He's one of those linchpins we talked about. That can go up there, work a count. When he expands, he's looking to do damage. I don't think he's going to expand just for the sake of expanding. He's going in there looking to do damage. So it was only that one at bat against David Robertson where I feel like there was a big missed opportunity. But the fact that he was able to get a look against Yohan Duran and a really good look is where I think Max Muncy is in a really good place right now. I really do, especially against what Aaron Nola provides. I'm very excited to see what the both of them can do against Aaron Nola, mainly Max Muncy, just from how he's looked recently. It feels that Max Muncy looks ready to do some damage here. Nola, big four seam guy, big knuckle curve guy, and I expect the Dodgers to pounce early. If this is a little bit of gamesmanship by Rob Thompson and the Phillies, this will come out a little bit of nowhere, but the Dodgers are well equipped to handle it. A lot of people were asking, where's Max Muncy possibly against a lefty? It's something that I've personally wanted to shy away from. So if they plan to do that today, to give him an at-bat, if, say, Rob Thompson does shift to Ranger Suarez, if he's not injured after, say, one turn through and depending on how it goes, that's why I'm saying that jumping on Aaron Nola early is pretty paramount. I like Max Muncy. I like Shohei Ohtani today against Aaron Nola. Make him work. And if he comes right after you, I don't think the stuff is good enough to beat you in the zone. I just don't. I just really don't. The Dodgers faced 2 tough lefties in games 1, game 2. Christopher Sanchez was pitched like one of the best arms in Major League Baseball. Dodgers have given him credit for it, as well as Jesus Luzardo, who they said settled in and his stuff was wicked. So the Phillies' arms have ramped it up. The lefties have ramped it up so far. So I believe that, today against Aaron Nola, unless they pull a Wade Miley unless they pull a Wade Miley 2018, you're going to see Aaron Nola here. And possibly, I don't, if we saw Walker Buehler, I wouldn't be happy. I don't want to see that. I want to see Walker Buehler at home. But with Aaron Nola, I believe that the Dodgers are going to need and want to jump on him early. Force Rob Thompson's hand, force him to go to the bullpen early, force him to have to go into that depth and kind of get into panic mode. I'm always eager to see what an opposing manager does when they get into that. They've already been back against the wall. I think game 2, Chad, wouldn't you agree that game 2 felt like back against the wall? Rob Thompson, you've got to win at least one at home. If you don't, then it feels like the tidal wave. And that's when the players, I don't think the Phillies players responded as well as I thought I would, or they would, post game about it. I know that's a tough spot to be in when you're down 2-0, but I think that they feel they let their city down playing 2 at home, and they lost 2 close games at home. So I think they're wearing that a little bit. So again, I'm going to caution that it being up against the wall. We've seen the Dodgers do it. Don't be surprised if somebody has a swing, but I also expect the Dodgers to be smelling blood. They smell this. They know they can put the Phillies away here. They've got Yoshinobu on the mound, clear advantage. You get 2 dogs back in the lineup, hopefully in Max Muncy and Will Smith penciled into the starting lineup. See a couple things here. Yeah, Laura puts in a super chat. A Phillies podcast said Ranger Suarez did not play exhibition games either. Yeah, so I think that it's peculiar because he is a top arm. He's performed very well in the postseason for the Phillies in years past. Had a great year again. He's just been a very consistent arm for them from the left-hand side. So it's under my belief, like I've thought it, in games 1, game 2, why he didn't appear, and he wasn't penciled in. So it's like, okay, something's going on. If he was fully healthy, you wouldn't even shy around it. You would just say Suarez, the game 3 guy, and don't look any other way. So I think he's, ailing on something. He's not able to give them length in any capacity, maybe even appear. Maybe it's some gamesmanship that he's out there. Yeah, so definitely something's going on. So Laura, I agree. I'm glad they're noticing that too, but it's probably annoying them as well. Why one of their top arms is not getting time on the field. Let's see, got another super chat here. Gak Jardner, good to see you, man. With Yoshi's numbers, when Ben is catching, do you see him starting until Ranger comes in? Shutting the Phils down early feels paramount. I mean, it's possible. But if Will Smith is good to go, it's hard for me to take that bat out. I'll be honest. If Will Smith is ready to go, then let him start. But if they're going to follow this same trend of easing him into action, then go ahead. But I feel that with playing 2 half games, off days in the middle, if he feels he's ready to go, he's had a couple good throwdowns there where you feel really good about it. And the pitching staff has been all right with it. I haven't felt any drop off there. And even when Will Smith came into the game, even Blake Snell, I've seen nothing but good things. Ohtani, stuff's all good. I have no issue with it. If you want to start him, start him. I know the numbers are what they are, but you've got to maximize the offense there. That's the biggest thing. I know Ben Rortvedt behind the plate, good receiver of the ball, stuff like that, but let him start. Let Will Smith start if he's good to go. All right, let's see. Donkin, lunch break with Scotty G. What's up, man? It's good to see you guys. Welcome. Yeah, no lineup yet. I don't have any lineup yet. Wish I did so we could talk about it. But Max Muncy and Will Smith, I would say are paramount. They're key pieces. Mookie Betts is going to continue to do his thing. Shohei Ohtani finally, got a knock in this series that proved to be a big deal. Tack on extra run there. Will Smith with the big, 2-run single. That was a key piece. That got them rolling. Max Muncy against Yohan Duran. Keep the timing going. Get him in an advantageous spot here today against Aaron Nola. I want him to hopefully have 2 at-bats here, early on, if that's possible. But if Rob Thompson is dead set to have him going just one time through, then that's how it goes. But let's just hypothesize that Rob Thompson has Ranger Suarez and he's hurt and he just doesn't feel comfortable to put him in. Where does he pivot after that? Doesn't have another long lefty in there. He's not going to put anybody else in on short. because he's got to line up Christopher Sanchez for game 4 if possible there. So go out there, don't fool around, make him play right into it. And the impact of Max Muncy and what he can do as far as patience at the plate. And Will Smith has been aggressive so far. Take note of that. Will Smith has been very aggressive in the zone so far. It is just as limited at bats. I know it's just been 6, but he's been aggressive each time. I expect him to have that same type of approach here today. The exact same thing here. All right, chat. Let's keep looking here. Keep this up, please. Yeah, I mean, Harper and Schwarber are 1 for 15 with 8 strikeouts. They've been pitched really tough. The Dodgers have been very stingy against Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber. When Blake Snell later in the game there against Bryce Harper looked like he was going to, kind of falter a little bit, he stayed stubborn, stayed with the slider, stayed down and away, got the punch. It was good stuff. Yeah, they've pitched them really difficult, and especially Emmett Sheehan. Big balls, Emmett Sheehan. Fastball inner half to Schwarber. Kind of surprised him a bit. Foul tip K. Big spot in the game. Yeah, they've been tough on them. They've been very tough on them. All right. Yoshinobu on the mound tonight. Game 3. Dodgers have a chance to take a sweep here. Dodger Stadium there. I was fiddling around with the idea of going to the game. I'll be in the area. Fiddling around with the idea of going to the game. So if anybody is going tonight, I know tickets are at a premium. I checked prices and they're unbelievable. But Yoshinobu on the mound is something that's got to make the Dodgers feel good. That gives them the clear pitching advantage there. And with what they've got ready to go here, Yamamoto's last start against the Reds, in the wild card round, 6 2/3, 4 hits, just 2 runs, both unearned, because of Teoscar Hernandez there, 9 strikeouts. So very well would have been on his way to, a shutout performance in game 1. I apologize, in the wild card round. And he's primed to do same type of stuff here today. Same type of stuff tonight. Dodgers get the primetime game for the first time this postseason. Every other game early on there. People are asking me, if I was a millionaire, I'd buy you a ticket to roll with me. Yeah, back to back, you bring the good vibes. Yeah, it's been a bit since I've been to a postseason game. Haven't been in a bit. It's been a bit. But yeah, Yoshinobu last time out. I know the Reds are a different animal there, but 17 swing and miss. He's well equipped. He's been in his bag. Curveball's been a big thing. So here's the thing. We talked about before game 2. I had a big emphasis, a very large emphasis from Blake Snell on the curveball. His curveball wasn't working as well as it usually did. He didn't get a lot of chase there. He emphasized a lot of his change at a slider, which I was very happy with. Lefties, he stuck with the slider. Slider, big time lefty. And then towards the righties, just change was working beautifully. With Yamamoto today, I expect him to be on his P's and Q's and having the curveball absolutely working. His last time out, he threw it at a 28% clip. 2 lefties there. He threw 20 of them. Yeah, Yoshinobu is very well against lefties. 4-seam, curveball, split exclusively. I expect that's how he's going to attack Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, Brandon Marsh. That's how he's going to attack them. And with the curveball, it's going to be big time. He manipulates the shape of his curveball very well. So I'm excited to see Yoshinobu tonight. That's how he's going to attack, the big bats they have out there. Let's see here. Yeah, against righties, Yoshinobu is split 4-seam curve. Yeah, he distributes very well against righties. He doesn't give a lot of the same looks there. But he's big time on split 4-seam, work that inner half, get you on the hands. It's good stuff from Yoshinobu this year. So the Dodgers have their ace on the mound, and that's got to make people feel good. He's been out there for big spots. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for a big spot with Yamamoto on the mound, and he lets out a big roar. And that's kind of where I'm looking at too. Gabriel says, with my birthday Friday, let's get it. Yeah, happy early birthday, man. Happy early birthday. Hope the Dodgers can get a sweep today. Don't push it back any further. Just push it away tonight. Don't crack the door open for them at all. This is the day. You do that because then they're able to reset. I know the Dodgers feel the same way, but we've talked about a lot. The rest benefits everybody, and that's just how it's been. The quick series benefits everybody, but with the days off, that's how it bleeds into both. 300, put them away tonight. Ask the Blue Jays about not putting down a wounded animal. Yeah, I get it. I totally understand. Yeah, the Blue Jays had it and let it go. They had a massive lead, momentum swing in the game. Yankees are right back in that series. Feel good. They got Cam on the mound today, so they feel good with where they're at. I guarantee you at home, and that's what the Dodgers can do today. But the Dodgers have Yoshinobu there against Aaron Nola. Just flat out on numbers, just paper. That's just how it is. But Nola, he could have a throwback outing, and that's why the Dodgers have to go and attack. They've got to go in there, uh, take what he gives you. Take what he gives you. Don't have quick innings there. Pull what you did yesterday or game 2 against Luzardo. Have a big inning. Make him labor in the first inning. Force Rob Thompson to go. He might not have it. He might not have it because Aaron Nola, he got that big deal for a reason. He got a big contract for a reason. Just hasn't been able to line it up. If he's been feeling good down the stretch, just like he did in his last outing of the regular season, he might have something. But with the Dodgers and what they've done against a righty, I'm sure they're chomping at the bit. Max Muncy's chomping at the bit to get in there. Otani's probably thinking everybody in the room that he gets away from a filthy left-handed pitcher. Finally, he doesn't have to face a lefty to start a game. Because make no mistake, Christopher Sanchez and Luzardo and Suarez, when he's healthy, those are tough matchups on lefties. So somebody says 99% chance Otani swings at the first pitch. If you can find a prop bet out there, I bet you could hammer that. It's just his thing. Just his thing. He wants to put a charge into one because sometimes it's the best pitch he's going to get. People saying leadoff dinger from Showtime. You guys can make your predictions in there. I always like that. Predictions for the first inning. Let me know. I got to look up what Aaron Nola's done first inning stuff. Splits matter. You can look at first, third, look at first two, 3 innings from a starter. You can kind of see where they kind of falter, and that's good stuff to look at. And that's why I was very eager to see how they acted against Luzardo. And that's when I saw a 24 pitch first inning. I was like, that's the spot. They need to do that then. And didn't come to fruition there. They made him work, but after that, the plan went to hell. Aaron says this, yeah, offense hasn't clicked yet this series. I think tonight is the night. What I've really liked that, TQT, you're still here, but man, I keep thinking about that question about getting to the 4th inning of game 2 and looking around and then saying this is a 0-0 game and nothing's happened yet. How do you feel? I think the Dodgers have shown both times they get into that scenario, they feel pretty good with where they're at. That they're going to outplay the managerial skills of what Rob Thompson has, and they're going to take their opportunity later game. That whether they take a guy out or they put a new guy in, take a guy out or leave him in, they're going to get him one way or the other. Yeah, Greg, I saw that, and he says Aaron Nola was good his last time out. Yeah, that was against the Minnesota Twins. I gotcha. I get it. So if it was a tune-up start for him there, he feels good there. He might be going in, but a lot of time off. A lot of time off between that. So I'm not sure what his splits are for rest days and everything like that. But with him, yeah, people saying 4-0. That's a lot in the first. But I'm in. Yeah, back-to-back. We talked about this at the top of the show. Philly fans questioning if Suarez is healthy. He's been available but hasn't been used. Yes. Yeah, it's odd because he's elite. He's a great arm. He's stellar. He's a terrific arm. Something also. Yamamoto and the Philadelphia Phillies have only faced each other, I think, one time in his career. Harrison Bader's got the highest number at bats with 7. So if he's able to go, he'll be a game time decision. But he's 4 for 7 off Yamamoto there. That's the best success of anybody. Aside from that, take him out, only 19 combined at bats against him. So not a lot of looks. And these guys all have the advanced stuff. They've got the pitching machines. They can mimic starting pitcher deliveries, movement profiles of everything. So they're going to be in the cage, they're ready to go there. But if Harrison Bader is not ready to go, you're going to see another outfield consisting of Castellanos, Brandon Marsh, and whoever they also want to put in left field. So that's how they're going to run it. I think it's a usual lineup from the Philadelphia Phillies there. They don't have a lot of rotating pieces. But against Aaron Nola, there's a lot of history. A lot of history. Freddie Freeman's had 76 at-bats against him. That lines up from his time with the Braves. But as a unit, 246 career at-bats as a whole. The entire Dodgers roster against Aaron Nola. So there's a lot of history against Aaron Nola there. Kike's got 3 homers. Freddie's got 2. Mookie Betts has 2. Mookie Betts has had a great career facing Aaron Nola. So if you guys want to pick somebody, Kike Hernandez, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman's got a ton of intel around him. Someone says Tommy Tanks wakes up tonight. God, I hope so. He's doing his best to not be a thing. But Andy Pa has as well. Andy Pa has as well. You can look it up and down. There's a few names that need to get it rolling, but a lot of these guys have intel. I would hope that Miguel Rojas would be ready to go. It doesn't sound like it is. He was not happy about making that play at third base. Tweak something there, so it's put his availability in question. Hammy, I think it was the hammy, right? But there's a lot of intel with Aaron Nola. A lot of these guys have gotten in-game looks against Aaron Nola, so that's notable as well. And when you've seen a guy a ton and he doesn't have his best stuff there, you put those together, and that's why the Dodgers feel very good today about being up 2-0. You get to play at home here. Yeah, I feel pretty good about it, and I bet they do too. In chat, I bet you do as well. Guarantee you bet you do as well. All right. Someone said you want to talk bullpen. What do you want to talk bullpen? What about the bullpen? Here we go. He says, what's your guess on who will relieve Yoshinobu Yamamoto? You asking me or you saying Tanner Scott? Because if you're asking me, it's game script. It's just a matter of who they feel is best. I would hope that, Dave Roberts has, I wish Emmett Sheehan would be ready to go. I wish he was available. I wish that would be the case, but I don't think he'll be. I know it's all hands on deck. He might be. I gotta look. It's a revolving door because game 4, you've got to line Tanner Scott up here. Yeah, he's asking me, as in me. Yeah, Benny, I got you. I don't know, man. We've seen Vesia. We've seen him go there, but it's about if there's lefties out there, then you're going to go Vesia. He feels pretty good there. Bonda, Dreyer, either of them. Someone that's able to work up in the strike zone. But we've seen them pitch the top of the order really tough. So I don't want to see Blake Treinen in the big spot. We've talked ad nauseum about that. I don't want to keep hammering it in, but I hope, I can't say I think, because Dave Roberts continues to surprise. In a 4-1 game, it felt inevitable that it was going to be Roki Sasaki there in the 9th. I know Dave Roberts would have gone to him or left Emmett Sheehan. I think those were the two moves that would have been comfortable with everybody. But we've yet to see Clayton Kershaw. We've yet to see a couple of guys. The starting pitching going deep has been a huge breath of fresh air. I don't know about you guys, but not having to shuffle the deck with the bullpen so much and rely on 100th percentile outcomes for bullpen arms coming in is a big deal. And that's how the Dodgers have been able to stay in these games, win these games, and wind up in this 2-0 spot in the series. That stuff has not happened in past years. And that's why right now you're looking at 100% quality starts so far. 4 games, 4 starts, 4 quality starts. Everybody that's been out there. And Blake Snell's been incredible. Enough can't be said. Back-to-back says if there's a save situation tonight, is he going to go to Roki? I hope he's good to go. It's been a lot of usage on him, though. He hasn't done stuff like this, ramping it up there, but he didn't have a 1 at bat? I hope it'd be good to go. Interesting question here. Oscar says, see Shohei out of the bullpen tonight to close it out, close the series out if the opportunity presents itself. It's an interesting question. Very interesting. Very interesting. It'd be pushing the boundaries of what they've done before. We'll see. It's interesting. Hadn't thought about it yet. It's one of those where it's so it's a move that changes a lot. I wouldn't want to do it. I don't know who admin is today, but if it's Blake, get out of here. Scram, buddy. But yeah, that's one of those where it manipulates the lineup a lot, changes things with the DH and stuff like that. I don't want to do it. No need to do that. Get him wrapped up. It's stuff he hasn't done. You're not going to throw him off schedule here. All right. I'll put this up here. We'll take some questions. We'll get it going. Wish the lineup was out, because then we could talk lineup here. All caps question. Toss those in there and get to as many as I can here. Get you guys prepped. But someone asked lineup predictions for today. I believe it's going to go. Let's see here. Just had it. Just had the one I liked. Yeah, Ohtani, Mookie, Freddie, Teoscar, Muncy, Smith, and then Kike, Pajes, and Edman. I like that. I like that. You guys could put score predictions in there too. Aaron tosses this in. He says, score prediction for today. I got Dodgers 6-3 Dodgers. Yeah. Question, where are your seats tonight? I'm not going tonight. Wish I was. Next round, we'll talk about it. You guys will talk about that on stream. You guys can make it happen. Yeah. There we go. Rosemary wants to know, why didn't they announce the lineup? Just, games at 6:00 tonight. A lot of time between then. I'm going to tell you it's a good lineup. I would say it's a good lineup. You'll be happy with it. Everybody will be happy with it once it's announced. People are going to enjoy it. Just a gut feeling. Joe Def, do you prefer a Smith start or a Rortvedt Smith split? Probably a Smith start. I want that offense in there early. That's what I want. I want him to be in there so it proves he's healthy, he's good to go. But the split's not too bad. Just because you can insert him into the bottom of the order there, and that's a big thing. Putting Will Smith at the bottom of the order poses a lot of problems, because usually at the bottom, opposing managers get a little bit of a blow. It's not the best hitter, and then you stare across and you're like, I got Will Smith in the 9, and then I got to go to Ohtani, so I get someone who's very aggressive there in the 9, very aggressive at the 1. You can't make a mistake. People hyped up. Bobby Cat, what's up? Sweep tonight. Let's go Dodgers, 100%. 5-0 Dodgers. Oh, man, Dave. 7-2 Yoshinobu. He goes 7 innings. Muncy goes yard, and Kershaw finishes the game. It's all lineup dependent. All lineup dependent here. All lineup dependent. Let's see. Aaron wants to know if both sweep, it start ahead of schedule. No, they're set. They don't move around. That's broadcasting stuff. Everybody will get a ton of rest. Bunch of rest. Don Kim wants to know my predictions for every other game. So we've got today. So we've got Seattle, Detroit. So I think Seattle. I think Seattle wins that series in 3. I think Seattle wins that series in 3. The Tigers, they got a lot of youth in that rotation aside from Flaherty. It's just Flaherty, and then I forgot their other guy they started. I know he's had a nice year, but then it's Skubal. But the Mariners have the starters. They've got a solid bullpen. Munoz at the back end. You got Big Dumper in the lineup. Rosarena. They've got guys. That's a team out there. JP Crawford's playing well. Polanco. It's a good team out there. Dodgers swept them at the end of the year, and it just kind of went whatever. Mariners are winning 1-0. I mean, what inning is it? Top 2? Okay. Mariners, there you go. So without knowing, there's 1 for 1. Hopefully they close that out. They're a tough get. I think Brewers just close that series out. The Cubs look ridiculous. The Cubs look completely outmatched. How did the Padres lose to the Chicago Cubs? I don't know that. I know losing Cade Horton, the Cubs lost a big arm there, but I can't figure out how the Cubs beat the Padres or how the Padres lost to the Cubs. I just don't get that. The Cubs starting pitching is non-existent. Shota Imanaga, soft toss lefty. Can't believe people said that And Imanaga was better than Yamamoto at some stages. Just unbelievable, man. That's funny stuff. But the starting pitching for the Cubs just does not look up to it. You start Matt Boyd on short rest. I know not a good year, but he's a solid 3. Solid 3. Yeah. Potter's just choked. And in Toronto, New York. Okay, so that's an interesting series because that's a big statement win for the Yankees. And I know the Blue Jays toyed with the idea of going with what's his name on Gosman on short rest, but with Schlittler going today for the Yankees, a very impressive rookie, dominated the wild card round. Going against a bullpen game for the Blue Jays, a lot of moving pieces there. So you have to, when the Dodgers have done that before, when you go bullpen game, a lot of things have to click right. You need a lot of positive outcomes, and you need the offense to step up too. So the Dodgers have done it before and been on the plus side of it. But in the postseason, having a full-blown bullpen game, it's a tough deal. If they feel comfortable, going out there and saying, hell with it, we're going to get our number 1 lined up, and then you get freed game 5 for the Yankees. So you're going to get Gosman freed, lined up for game 5 in Toronto. So be it. But I'm in the camp that I wouldn't start Gosman on short rest. I would keep it as is. And if they have to go with the bullpen game, they got to go with it and see if the offense could do it. They've been able to pump so far. But Schlittler's been really good. He's been really good. He had an impressive outing. So I'm sure the Yankees feel pretty good to win today. I'm going to go Yankees today just because having a lot of good things happen from the bullpen all in one game. It's a tough thing. So I could see them winning today. I'm going to go with the Yankees today. And then they lose in 5. Then I'm going to say that the Blue Jays take that last one at home. They look really good at home. People say they have a worse bullpen than us. Look, when you get a lot of looks at a bullpen, the Dodgers haven't given a lot of looks to the bullpen. That's a big thing. You see that a lot. The data is out there. The more times you get a look at relievers, the fact that Rob Thompson has used Yohan Duran in games they're losing back-to-back times is ridiculous. It's crazy to me. Why would you give? I know his stuff is good, but why would you give an opposing team that many looks? Guys just have to go up there and time it up. You get that internal clock going. I don't know why he's used him. I know it's a close game, but come on. We know how that goes. You can't give everybody so many looks. I know it's the postseason, but it's going to be – he's got to go to Durant. I get it. But he's got to realize like it's going to hurt them more than it's going to, help depending on what the offense is doing. Yosh says game day snack ideas, air. Too much anxiety. Can't eat. Let's see. All right. I'll take a couple more here, and I'll let you guys hop out of here. But yeah, we'll talk. It's going to be a good time. Let's see here. Chris, let's say we do advance to the championship series. Do you think they will use more of the pen, hoping the starting pitchers go 7 innings every game is a stretch, pen full of guys they don't trust until it's a punt game? Well, Chris, there are no punt games. There are no punt games with the Dodgers right now. They don't have starters that need to have punt games unless it's like a blow-up thing. Then you don't chalk it up. I don't think any of the starters they have will be left in long enough to put it completely out of reach. I think there is enough out there where they can stay in any ball game. If it does go south real fast, say in the second inning, first or second inning, and then you've got to look at a series as a whole, a 7-game, you can withstand the blow of one and just chalk it up and say, hey, it's best. We've seen them do it before. We know the game plan for it. But right now, the Dodgers starters are on a big time run. They're run preventing at an unbelievable rate. Chase rate's good. K rate's good. Going deep, working through damage, working through trouble. I think it's a sustainable thing. But expecting them to go 7 every game, I get it. 6 is good for me. And you manage the rest of the outs there. You manage those 12 outs. you manage the 12 outs after that. And I think 6 is like the ultimate goal. If someone goes 7, that's big, but 6 is like the goal because there are a lot of big chase guys. A lot of innings where they're going to go strikeout hunt, and that's what you have to do in the post. Less balls in play. You saw what happened, with Bryce Harper there. Put a ball in play, a lot of things changed, but he got punched, and then that's how it goes. Can't give away outs. Can't give away outs to the Dodgers. Yeah, Dong says Scott's right. Yeah, hitter seeing same reliever third time is worse than starter going through the lineup. It's just that what they're going to throw. A lot of relievers don't have expanded arsenals, so when they get in those spots, you see tendencies, and they're repeating these deliveries. It's different from when you're seeing it in the cage. You're seeing it off the the advanced machines that they have, but a lot matters. We've seen it in years past where Yankees go to the same guys. Yankees went to the same guys. Dodgers faced off against the Mets. They saw the same relievers. You know how it goes. The Dodgers had a 100th percentile outcome last year with their high leverage bullpen guys. And that's why it was so impressive for Dave to push those buttons also. And then the bullpen dogs go execute while avoiding damage like that. Aside from like Daniel Hudson, aside from Brent Honeywell, who just wore it because he's the GOAT. And I hope wherever Brent Honeywell is right now, he's having a fantastic day, like the absolute best day ever. If somebody wants to get this video to Brent Honeywell, please let Brent Honeywell know. I hope he's having the best day ever. What a superb human being. What a gentleman and a scholar. But last year was a 100th percentile thing. And that's why, you have to just pick and choose your spots. So Dong, I totally agree with you. Dave was masterful with it. Rosemary, does Roki get a walkout show now or not yet? Like going to the mound? Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't think the Dodgers have anything cooked up yet. At home, it'll be a big thing. Rosemary, imagine, 9th inning, got a lead. Let's say 3-run. Make it easy on them, guys. Make it easy. 4-run, cool. Shut her down. 3-run, fine. Make it easy on him. Play something he loves. He's a beast, though. He's funny. He was commenting on Philly fans yelling stuff at him, and he's just like, I just don't understand what they're saying. I've dealt with this a lot, playing beforehand, before coming to MLB, and he's like, I just don't know what they're saying. What a beast. He's hilarious. I love it. Yeah, he's a dog. All right, guys. Hey, no lineups out yet. Makes me sad. I don't have one. Wish I had it so we could talk about it, but I'll let you know that you're going to like it. No official lineups out yet, but I think we're going to like it. Cool. Outside of any last-minute super chats, any last-minute questions here, everybody buckle in for tonight. Dodgers with a chance to do something spectacular, sweep the Philadelphia Phillies, and put themselves in a spot where you get rest before the National League Championship Series. Ms. Palace has come back after the lineup is posted. Got some plans tonight. And a ball game. So we're going to have a good time. So I'll keep you posted there. And as always, we're back here tomorrow. So we'll talk whatever happens goes tomorrow. We'll be back here. I'll let you know what time we're going live here. As far as game day stuff, yeah, we'll be here. We'll definitely be here. We'll make sure it's a noon show for us tomorrow, no matter what. Game days, we're at noon, keeping you going right up to it. Early game tomorrow, but let's finish it out today. Go finish it out today. Ace on the mound, all good. Santa Paula, I hear you, but yeah, we keep it a buck. They're gonna lock in today. Let's do it. End Redtober today. No Red October for the Philadelphia Phillies. Can't believe the Major League Baseball is allowing them to wear powder blue jerseys. Up in arms about that. Ridiculous. Tell me you don't pack the gray ones. Give me a break. All right. Everybody, as always, my name is Scott Geirman. Enjoy Game 3 tonight at the Ravine. Make it rocking. If you're going to the game, enjoy it for me. I will see you tomorrow. I'll be watching the game, keeping tabs on it. Yoshinobu on the mound in a really good spot. Aaron Nola on the other side. Hope the Dodgers jump out to a lead, make him work there, and force Rob Thompson's hand. Rob Thompson has managed himself out of 2 games this series. And the Dodgers have, like I said, they get out the crack in the door, break it down, go do it again. Go do it again. If it happens in the first inning, second inning, beautiful. Make it happen. Put the overwhelming, put that, foot on the throat end the series here in 3, get yourself some rest, and then watch the hopefully by then the Cubs and the Brewers series goes one more game. Line yourselves up. Everybody, have a beautiful rest of your day. Try not to stress too hard. Quick favor. Let me know in the comment section predictions for the game, things you like, things you're looking forward to, player of the game. Let me know post-show, comment section. I'll see you there. I'm going to read those right after we wrap up here. But as always, guys, my name is Scott Geirman. Until I can't say it anymore, go Dodgers.